Better Call Saul presents Slippin Jimmy is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that as a YouTuber who's hyperbolizing to get people excited or angry about a topic. This is one of the most out of touch and insane things I have ever seen come into existence, period. It's that baffling and it's that lazy and bad. Now, I'm a gigantic fan of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I think they are two of the finest shows ever to be aired on television, and I'm not gonna spoil anything here, but you need to go watch them if you're a fan of TV and just drama in general. They are fantastic TV shows, and frankly, they set the gold standard for what TV in the world of drama and just entertainment should be. I think they are that good of shows, and I recommend them that highly. So to hear that there has been a really quickly thrown together spin-off limited series that is an animated comedy recounting the early days of the character Saul Goodman, aka Jimmy McGill, aka Slippin Jimmy, that's just baffling to me. The tone of this limited animated series is so drastically different from the last episode of Better Call Saul, the mid-season finale, that it almost appears as a joke to the fans, like they're making fun of the people that like Better Call Saul. And I guess that's fine if the boardroom is laughing about it, if the executives that signed off on this are laughing about it. It's kind of a funny prank. But if there's even a smidge of genuineness behind this project, that person, whoever has that genuine feeling that this was something that was going to be good, should never work in entertainment again, because it is the epitome of everything that is wrong with these streaming services, everything that's wrong with entertainment as a whole, and the world of adult animation as well, where these lazy cash grabs can piggyback off of a name, even when the name has no value in the world of adult animation whatsoever, such as using Better Call Saul as a stepping stool for an animated comedy. An animated comedy! It's so out of touch, it's so bizarre, and I watched all 6 episodes, so I can say with full confidence that this is one of the worst things in television history. It might be the low point for all of television in my mind. It is the new Coke of TV. That's how bad this series is. This is the most blatant cash grab, plea for attention, desperation throw. I don't even know how to put it. It's so lazy and so desperate at the same time. I just frankly can't even process what the hell they were thinking. I don't think they could process what the hell they were thinking. I mean, a Better Call Saul animated comedy series that, first of all, doesn't know who its audience is. It's animated and has jokes that are fit for 4-year-olds, but it's based in the world of Better Call Saul, which is a much more adult-themed thing. So already the project is completely thrown out of the woodworks because it doesn't have an audience. But on top of that, it presents everything in the most simple way possible. The animation is lazy and choppy and looks like it was all thrown together. And the worst of all, the bane of my existence, this show has multiple fart jokes in it. Multiple fart jokes in this show, piggybacking off the success of one of the best dramatic television series of all time. It honestly hurts my brain. It hurts my brain. It hurts my soul if I still have one, if the show didn't steal it while I was watching it. It's so baffling. Like I said about the audience, this isn't for anyone. It wants to be for fans of Better Call Saul and maybe to bring younger people in, maybe, but it genuinely doesn't click in any of those areas. It's that inept, it's that incompetent, and it's that AMC. AMC as a company, the people that make The Walking Dead, the people that made AMC Plus, that has to be one of the most incompetent companies on the planet. What they did to The Walking Dead might be one of the largest tragedies in television history. They abused that subject matter, they abused the momentum they had, and turned it into a soulless corporate product with absolutely no redeeming qualities. I originally got AMC Plus to watch the new season of The Walking Dead to give it a try, and I only got 30 minutes into it, and then I had to stop. That's how bad The Walking Dead is, and AMC Plus is so bad as a streaming service that I didn't watch anything else on it until the new episodes of Better Call Saul started airing. So I went like 6 months without watching a single other program on AMC Plus. I just sat there with this subscription I had because there was so little content worth watching on their subscription service. It's god awful. And this just has to be the cherry on top. This has to be the most tone deaf, out of touch thing I have ever seen. I mean, fart jokes all over the place. It's trying to be a parody of like different movie genres or just movies in themselves, like The Exorcist. And it just completely misses the mark in every facet. Like I said, the animation is cheap and choppy looking. You're seeing it in front of you right now. The voice acting is squeaky and annoying. I've heard these voice actors before and they've done good stuff before, but I don't like a single voice in this show. It sounds like they were told to read their lines as fast as possible and then get out. Like they were literally tossing this thing together out of pure desperation. And for the first time in a very, very, very long time, I have absolutely nothing positive to say about Slippin Jimmy, which is just shocking. Usually I can find something. I can find some small thing to compliment about a TV show or a movie, just something, and I genuinely have nothing here. If this was a joke on the fans, it is a tremendous joke. If this was a genuine attempt at something, everyone involved should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, to not have the foresight to hear about this project and think to yourself, that doesn't sound like a steaming pile of shit. You're delusional. You're a moron. I am blown away that this was created. And I know many of you are just looking at the footage in front of you. Many of you just saw stills and you didn't sit down and actually watch this thing. I did. I watched all 6 episodes, get this, directly after watching the mid-season finale for Better Call Saul. Talk about a change in tone. I went from being on the edge of my seat, so into a fantastic television show, to watching an animated spin-off of it that was so terrible I had slumped over my bed and my cat came over to check on me to make sure I wasn't dead. It's like I met and got a hangout with Jesus and he got killed the very next second. Not even the next day. Like right as we were done getting coffee, hanging out, they nailed Jesus to a cross and he died. That's what this feels like. This feels like Jesus dying all over again. There is not a universe, there is not a timeline, there is not a dimension where that idea isn't incredibly fucking stupid. It just doesn't exist. There's no place out there. There's no planet. There's nothing. There is no human being who sits down and watches this and says, that was pretty good, that I don't think is an idiot. That's all I have to say on the matter. Go watch Better Call Saul. Go watch Breaking Bad. Don't watch The Walking Dead. Don't subscribe to AMC Plus. And for goddamn certain, do not watch Slippin Jimmy. If I had to give it a score out of 10, I don't want to even give it a score out of 10. I don't even count this as a TV show. I count this as a just desperate attempt for relevance, a desperate attempt to keep people on a streaming service that doesn't have any content to offer its consumers. It's just desperate and it's embarrassing, and I have no more words. I genuinely have no more words. I feel, oh God, it's like a friend got shot in the head. Up until this point, I wouldn't say Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad or El Camino, for that matter, had any flaws to them. I genuinely loved the world of Breaking Bad and the world of Better Call Saul. It was genuinely flawless. I didn't have any problems with it, and this is now a blemish on that world. That's how this feels to me. Is it going to hurt my experience watching the rest of Better Call Saul, or is it going to ruin Breaking Bad for me? Hell no, there's no way. But it is still a blemish. It's something I can point to and say, I don't like that specific thing in the world of Better Call Saul and the world of Breaking Bad, which I can't stress enough, I wasn't even able to do before. I couldn't find anything I disliked. That's it. Bye.